Hey folks, this is Jay at Fun and Son and Hurst. I'm going to walk you through this new 2012 FX20 boat. First thing you're going to notice about this boat is it's powered by a new Yamaha 250 SHO engine. This is the first boat in history to be built around this engine. It was 3 years in development, a cooperative effort between Yamaha and Skeeter to make this boat run like no other boat has ever run before. Part of that process is Skeeter's patented sponson design. Now, this has been around for a long time with Skeeter, and it's proprietary to the Skeeter company. But one of the things they did is they added some more foam to this to give it a little more lift when you're coming out of the hole. A couple other changes they made. Instead of having a stepped running surface where you're going from a different set of chines each time you're coming up out of hole shot on the plane, it's what's called a progressive planing surface. That means you're never adjusting as you go between phases on the strakes. It's all coming up in one phase, so it's smooth. You never have to adjust and come off the throttle, jack with your trim. It's all one surface in one phase. Other things you're going to notice about this boat, new gas caps. Now that may look like just a physical thing, but it's actually something to combat the ethanol in the gas now. Instead of having the vented caps, these are sealed caps. They have a 7 psi click off, so you never bring them down too tight, they'll click over. You notice this vent right here. What this vent does, there's a carbon inline filter in this boat. When it wants to vent pressure, it has to go through that carbon filter, and that keeps moisture out of your gasoline. With ethanol and gasoline, one of the things you have to deal with is that ethanol wants to draw moisture in. Now, what this is going to do is protect your engine and keep good fuel going to your engine and keep moisture out of it. Now, on the back of the boat, you're going to notice another new thing with 4-strokes. There's a lot more room. That's because there's no oil reservoir. This is all open space now, so for 36-volt trolling motor systems, onboard charger, you've got plenty of room back here, and you don't have to compromise just to make room for that oil reservoir. As we get into the boat, we're going to notice the live well system. Skeeter really prides themselves on their live wells. It's two completely separate systems. Now, what this accomplishes is it keeps those fish together and it makes them stack on top of each other. University of Texas did a study where they determined that fish stress out less if they stack on top of each other as opposed to being side to side. Also, if you have any failures in your aerator system, pump-in system, you can simply move your fish to the good side and avoid losing your catch of the day. Every box in a Skeeter lit. So early in the mornings when you're getting gear together, it's all lit. You don't have to be holding a flashlight in your mouth or wear a goofy headlamp. Also, there's the alarm switches on these boats. This is a security system built into Skeeters. You can see this little pressure switch right here. If this ever gets triggered, it's an alarm that you will hear from a long ways off. And I'll get into more of that here in a second. Seating area in the Skeeter. This is the widest part of the boat right here. That's part of the design. It's called a constant curvature principle. That helps the way the boat runs, helps keep it a dry ride, but it helps with rigidity and strength of the boat. They don't use foam for strength like some manufacturers. This is all one big curving, swooping piece. Anything flat can break a lot more easier than something that is at a curved angle. A few creature comforts, center console, ice chest, got a nice lid on it. If you're ever fishing two people and you got that one clumsy buddy that's always stepping on your seat cushions, take the cushion out, slide it out of the track, throw it in the garage. You won't have that problem anymore. At the helm, plenty of room. 6'4", plenty of leg room. Get your hot foot adjusted. Everything's in front of you. You never have to take your hands off the wheel or your eyes off of where you're going. Yamaha Command Link digital multifunction system. That's part of the alarm I was telling you about. You can lock any box or system on this boat. If you want to run the aerators and you've got a kid with you or that one clumsy buddy that's always hitting the switches, lock the system. You won't be able to turn off aerators, turn off bilge pumps, anything to keep your catch alive. You're going to notice here is the deck grid system. Anything Skeeter needs to get to fix this boat, whether you puncture the hull, get something to the bilge channel, something to the wiring, we can get to this at the dealer level without having to pop the top cap on this boat. Skeeter's the only manufacturer that does it, and it saves you a lot of time on the water. Skeeter boxes. Lexan inserts. They're not fiberglass, they're not aluminum, they won't bend, they won't warp, they won't crack. I can jump up and down this box, and I'm not hurting it. It's lightweight, saves a lot of weight on this boat. Skeeter fiberglass is very thick. It's among the thickest in the industry. Rod boxes. Antler and tube storage system. Again, lighted boxes, gas shocks all the way around. Helps your rods stay organized, clean, hassle-free. You can get them out a lot quicker. Skeeter day box. Skeeter was first to do it. Simple idea, simple is best. Sunscreen, dip and dye, bag of worms, pliers, stuff that you usually leave out on the deck or you're afraid to throw it in the box because it'll be 20 minutes trying to find it again. Throw it in here. You don't have to worry about it. Easy access. Part of the Skeeter layout. Padded front deck. Easier on your legs for a long day on the water. When you're out there in 2-footers trying to fish the main lake all day, it can get a little rough on your legs after 8-10 hours. Recessed trolling motor tray. Again, easier on your legs, helps you balance a lot. You aren't having to rely on that leaning post as much. If you're taking them over the bow, there's a drain built in, so you won't get water congregating in there. You also notice this is molded into the fiberglass. It's not a cutout tray, so it's not going to leak. Humminbird, 788 CI HD electronics all the way around. Digital front controls, Minn Kota 4-Trex long shaft trolling motor. All in one super fast package. Folks, if you're interested in this boat, my name's Jay. You can come see me at Fun and Sun Boats in Hurst or get us on the web at funandsunboats.com.